A little picture of a look at the water supply for the new Outback racetrack. Actually, K&B number 3. We're here at Shim's home here, and he's going to show us where we're going to put this track in.
Apropos named the Outback because it's Outback.
There you have it. I wondered how they were coming up with that Outback, but I see, it's Outback. Oh, I got plenty of room. How are you moving all the dirt, Jim?
Got a skid steer that I'm going to be working with, 3 different tractors, a couple plate tampers. Got some good people backing us up that'll let us use pretty much all that equipment for free.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Got to have the equipment to build a nice track.
Yep. You're kind of standing on this whole area right here is pretty much all going to be track.
Just kind of guessing it.
Not exactly 100% finalized. Where we're putting the driver's stand, we're trying to take the sun into account for that. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see on the video real well, but there's a natural slope to this area. So that'll factor into the nice elevation changes with the track.
Oh yeah, and water runoff too when it rains.
Yep. Building her up top and letting her run, and we're trenching around the track and having everything run down. But there's actually a second creek back there, so we'll have some good runoff.
Now, so you're talking about pit area up here then?
Actually, probably this area back here will be for parking and pit. Possibly this area over here too, depending on how many entries we have.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, the neighbors aren't real close, and there's no noise ordinance in Kingsville, so we really don't have to worry about running any nitro cars.
That's a thought too. I never thought about that.
And as we stated on the thread on the website on Hobby Talk, we're actually going to have 5 to 6 water spigots spread throughout the track. So when you're done marshaling, if you're near one of them spigots, you'll grab a hose and just give a quick dose of water to where you're at. So there'll actually be water on the track every single race.
Oh, great. And when did you say the opening day, tentatively?
May 1st. Those dates probably won't change unless something else comes up. We tried to work around the Glork Series, the LCRC Series, the Ohio Pro Series, and the National Pro Series. So those weekends are somewhat open. They might overlap 1 or 2 of those races, but very, very seldom.
And I seen some posts about the scoring loop.
Well, Ryan Goff's decided to help us out this year so we can put a little extra money in the track. He's going to let us borrow his system for our race days, and then when he's running, he'll be using it.
Yeah. What a guy Ryan is.
Yeah, he is.
So you're hoping to get out here maybe this weekend, huh?
Yeah. I went and played a little bit this afternoon with the tractor. I'm going to work on scraping it off. My tractor really isn't designed for this, but it's fun to play. Nice weather got me inspired.
And you didn't get stuck, so it does look like real good drainage here.
Yeah. Does have no problems with that. Like I said, this track will only run once a month. It won't be to the letter. It won't be 4 straight weeks in between, because I worked around everybody's schedule, so sometimes you'll have 5 or 6 weeks between a race, and sometimes only 3. So,
how'd you come up with Sundays?
Basically, that's for me and Kelly, because we have a little bit of OCD, so that gives us an entire day to prep the track before race.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, they got a little. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's good.
And like I said, we're going to have 2 special events. One is a K&B oldie but goodie that we used to do. I'll leak this secret out. It's a kind of like an NCAA tournament bracket race, double elimination. It's mano a mano. You'll come out and you'll run 3 laps, and your best lap will set up the seating for the brackets, and all classes are welcome to run. Obviously, we'll separate them, per chassis, and basically the entire day you'll run a bracket NCAA tournament, one-on-one against the next guy. We'll find out who's best.
Wow.
That'll have a cash payout.
Interesting, interesting. All right, very good, very good.
So,
how big's the track now again?
it's going to be 180 by 140.
And the lanes are
12-foot minimum on all lanes. Some areas will be a little wider, but at minimum they'll be 12 feet.
awesome. Yeah, great track.
The other big race, won't give you too many details on that, but with some of the sponsorships that I have a couple large companies working on having a benefit race. I won't give you any names. You might be able to figure it out, but with that nice help from the sponsorship that I have, the one chassis that I run for, we might see some drivers out here that you don't normally see in this neck of the woods. Possibly somebody like Mr. Pettit.
Ooh.
Maybe Travis Amescua or Taylor Peterson.
Ooh.
If you follow Off-Road RC, you might have an idea of what chassis and what company we're talking about. But again, that's tentative, so we won't leak too much of that out.
All right. What kind of race fees you talking? Have an idea?
It's going to be on par with the other area tracks. We haven't exactly set a first fee. There obviously will be a reduction for second classes running, and then we're also going to have a family program where we're going to cap it to where if you have children, Tim, you might know something about that race multiple classes. We don't want to break the bank. We know gas prices are going to be up, so there will be, if you have family running, if they have 5 classes, it'll stop at a certain amount.
All right, all right. I'm excited to see that bracket series that you talked about.
Yeah, we used to end every K&B season with that race, and it was pretty well received, so we decided to bring it back, something a little different. We're all used to running for 5 minutes and running mains, so let's do something a little different.
How's the feedback been back on? Another track?
I haven't seen any negative issues whatsoever so far. Seems like a lot of guys like the idea that they get to vote on the layout, which is pretty unique. I don't really know many tracks that the racers will pick the layout for every time they run on it. So it seems to be pretty positive. Got a lot of votes. The thread's only been up for, it's less than a week now, about 5 days, and we're already almost at 700 views. So there must be some interest.
Yeah, I think, you'll build it, they'll come. Yep.
We're going to try to pattern the track as far as the style of the way it looks. If anybody wants to get an idea of the Nitro Pit out in California. So that's the type of caliber track that we're going to try to build out here.
Oh, awesome. Hey, a little more on that pit charging. I think some people are a little confused on that pit or charging table.
That's actually an idea that I've stole from Flying Fields. Obviously, we're not real close to my house, which is where the power is, or my garage. So for me to run power out here, it would be this year too much of an expense. So basically the way a charging station works, if you can't pit off your vehicle, which some people do with their field chargers, it'll actually be a large table, and enclosed in that table there will be 6 to 8 big deep cell batteries, and they'll feed 2 actual poles that you can just clip your charger onto and charge to your heart's content. So I think I put a couple pictures on the internet about that to give you a rough idea what it would look like.
Yeah.
But actually, I stole that from our brothers, the Flying Crowd. That's very popular amongst flying fields.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty easy. It's pretty. So you'll set that up out here?
It'll be set up right near the driver's stand, and actually the generator that runs the loop system and timing system and anything else we're running will actually run a battery charger that constantly keeps the deep cells cycling, so you don't have to worry about drop off or anything like that.
Yeah, great. The driver's stand. What do you I mean, are you going to build it? Scratch build it?
Actually,
you got some ideas?
Yeah, we actually, our brothers over at Oak Hill, if you've ever been on their driver's stand, it's made out of old Ritchie rack, and we have a good connection to get us some of the same material. A little bit longer, a little bit taller than Oak Hill stand. Obviously, the track's going to be a little bigger, so we need to be able to see it. So your feet will be at a minimum of 12 feet. So average height, you'll be looking out over about 18 feet. Well, not quite that tall, unless there's a lot of 6-footers like me. About 15, 16 feet.
All right. Well, you and Kelly definitely got a lot of experience on building tracks, so this...
Yeah, we had a good time with the original K&B at Kelly's house, which was, like it says on the internet, pretty short-lived.
And K&B stands for?
Actually, K&B